When you are leveling up your life and you are healing, you're going to have to cut out some people. You are going to have to deal with some loss. In order to call in relationships that are more congruent with your high vibe self-concept, you are going to have to lose people, and it is hard. Here is a meditation that I do when I have to relinquish relationships or I have to let things go that are really hard to let go of. I love to light incense. Smells and visual things are so important when we're quieting our mind, because this smell and watching the smoke rise really helps me to get in that meditative state. And you can also light some Palo Santo, a little bit of sage, if that helps you. This is my little altar. I have candles that I will light. I have pictures of ancestors and people that help me to feel grounded and centered and secure. Do this as part of your meditation ritual. Light these candles, do these little things that bring you to a sense of calm and focus as you tap into your higher self. Meditative music is a must. I love St. Finnegan. I also love to hold crystals in my hands that feel grounding. Often these crystals will represent certain people or energies that I want to focus on or call upon in my life. And I'll hold those in my hands and I'll breathe in for a series of 3 to 4 box breaths. So I'll breathe in for a count of 4, extending my belly. I'll hold it at the top for a count of 4. And then I will breathe out through a count of 4 through my mouth, deflating my stomach like a balloon. And then I hold that for a count of 4 at the bottom. And then I start that breathing process over and over again until I feel a sense of calm and groundedness inside. Often when I'm doing this, I will say affirmations to myself around the loss. So things that I like to tell myself are, I do not chase, I attract. I call all of my energy back to me, cleansed and for my highest good. I send love and light to people that have had an influence in my life, but I protect my energy. I put a bubble of energetic protection around my soul and my spirit. I release all relationships that are not for my highest good, and I call my energy back. I send love and light to those people, and I thank them, but they are no longer needed in my sphere of influence. And then often what I like to do is take a picture or a memento of that said relationship if you have one. If you don't, you can journal about the things that you are relinquishing from the relationship, and you can tear out a piece of that paper that you wrote on and burn that. But I like the symbol of burning because I think that it represents a cleansing. It represents a refining fire of what is no longer for your highest good. And you can do this for a full moon ceremony. It's a really great way to signal to the psyche that you are letting it go and that you are now calling all energy back to you in a cleansed form from the relationship. This is really odd how this is burning. It's burning in a downward way. Oftentimes the way that things burn can show us information about the relationship itself or about the person itself. I have done cord cutting ceremony, and you can often see as those cords are burning information about the relationship or the person that you're letting go. This person in this picture is having a very hard time letting the picture burn. I'm having to continuously light it. And so that tells me that this person, instinctively, I feel, doesn't want to let this relationship with me go, but doesn't quite know how to love me in the way that I need to be loved, and feels at a loss in their own life to love themselves and to love me in the way that I need to be loved. And so I can let that relationship go in grace, knowing that this person just can't love me in the way that I need to be loved. And it's not a personal thing, and it doesn't have to be this vendetta. It can actually just be what it is. I am burning very quickly. My site is burning very, very quickly. And that kind of shows me that I'm ready to be done with this relationship. I'm ready for it to end. And it's sad to me because the other person was not ready to let it go. That image in the picture, she really, really held on a lot longer than mine did. Mine immediately went into flames. And I think that shows me more than anything that I am ready to let this relationship go. And so through this ceremony now, I realize that I can let her go and that I can let this relationship go with so much love and light and so much empathy for where she's at, and recognizing that my instinct knew all along that it wasn't that she was necessarily a bad person, but just that she is not healed enough and in a healed place to love me in the way that I need to be loved. And that's okay. Such is life, and we can move on, call our energy back, protect our peace and our power, and send those that we once loved but that are no longer loving us, that are no longer good for us or good for our soul anymore. We can let them go with no harm done.